If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it.
Are you looking for Rebel Clash codes? They are already available on Poton Store, as you can see, and you can use Tablemon code for 5% off or for any purchase of all the other code cards they have.
For the European players, Millibots Gaming has everything you need from collectibles to all the new Pokemon Sword and Shield cards, and Rebel Clash is now in stock. Make sure you use Tablemon code for 5% off your final purchase.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another day of taking a look at post-rotation decks. We are going to take a look today at this SCIZOR VMAX deck. Right there on your screen. SCIZOR VMAX has been doing pretty well in Japan. It's a 320 HP VMAX. Similar to Copperajah VMAX in a way, both humongous metal type Pokemon. However, SCIZOR's VMAX's attacks are a little bit better, especially hard Scissors dealing 90 damage, and this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. That does mean that it can start attacking from turn 2 without any energy acceleration, whereas Copperajah VMAX requires 3 energies, and the 90 damage plus 30 reduction when you combine that with the Metal Core Barrier along with Melmetal and Lucario GX's GX attack, all of a sudden you're reducing 120 damage per turn, or at least 60, right? So even though your damage output is low, your opponent's damage output will be pretty low as well. And once you're done powering up for the second attack, which deals max steel spike 190 straight up damage, no nothing more there, you are able to finish things off, and with a Metal Core Barrier and Lucario Melmetal's GX attack, you still reduce 90 damage, which is a lot. So SCIZOR VMAX, a very powerful Pokemon. We do have weakness card energy to make sure that the fire weakness is not a big deal, as we saw yesterday. Centiskorch VMAX is probably something you can expect to be played and pretty popular, so the weakness card energies will be very important for SCIZOR to survive any of those hits. Now, the regular SCIZOR V is nothing to scoff at either. The Tear Off attack, which does 30 damage, you discard 1 Pokemon tool and 1 special energy for opponent's active Pokemon. Usually it's either one or the other. I don't think we've seen the double discard, which can be pretty cool. Especially discarding special energy might be more relevant than ever with all the new special energies that we are getting. And Slash Claw does a very simple, straightforward 140 damage for 3 energies. So nothing to scoff at. SCIZOR V is definitely a decent Pokemon to evolve into the VMAX, but the VMAX is definitely the Pokemon that gets our attention. Now, we do play a 2-1 line of the Galarian Meowth and Galarian Berserker in order to increase our damage output of the SCIZOR with either attack. And the Galarian Meowth has the ability, the Galarian Meowth has the ability where you discard 2 cards from your hand and you may search for a card that evolves from Galarian Meowth and put it into your hand. So Galarian Berserker definitely easier to come by, and that's why. Oh, and it should be a 2 Meowth. That's wrong. That's wrong. I probably have 61 cards right now. It should be 2 Galarian Meowth in the deck, not 3. So a 2-2 line for the Galarian Berserker. Sorry about that. I'll try to fix that post edit. And we do have a Station V as well. Obviously, Intrepid Sword is very good, and the attack can also be very good, cost effective. 3 energies for 230 damage is really powerful, so why not include the best metal Pokemon in a metal deck? We have Lucario and Melmetal, as mentioned, for the GX attack. The other attacks are quite subpar, but the GX attack can definitely surprise, especially the energy removal effect can be pretty impactful. And we do have 2 Dedenes and the 1 Crobat lineup for support in this deck that runs no Jirachi. So, next up we have 4 Marty, 3 Research, 3 Bosses Orders, and a single Malolana copy for our supporters. Pretty straightforward and solid. Along with the Dedenes and Crobats, it should be more than enough to get the deck consistently out. We do have 4 Quick Balls and 2 Pokecoms. Only 2 Pokecoms means finding SCIZOR VMAX might not be as easy as we would like, but we can also draw them naturally. So we have that option as well. 4 metal saucers, of course, are a given in any metal deck, and then we only have a couple of switching cards plus the 2 balloon, so it's not that bad to shuffle around Pokemon in case we need to, but we shouldn't need to as much because we're not running Jirachi. We have double reset stamp to attack our opponent's hands. We have the single tool scrapper to help us remove pesky tools. And we have, of course, the 4 metal core batteries I mentioned in order to pair with SCIZOR VMAX's attack or just in general at any point and reduce the damage that our opponent deals to us even further. We do have 1 Chaotic Swell as our stadium, which essentially counts as 2, but there's no better stadium for this deck as well, but you also don't want to play without a stadium. And we also have the triple weakness card energy, as I mentioned, removing those that pesky fire weakness from SCIZOR VMAX is going to be pretty important, and 9 metal energies should be enough combined with a weakness card to fulfill all the attack costs of SCIZOR VMAX. They're not super demanding and it'll be very rare. It might happen, but it will be very rare if we have an instance where we actually have 2 weakness card energies and instead of 2 metal energies attached to a SCIZOR VMAX. Like, it seems very unlikely that will happen. It might, but the chances of it happening are so low, and it's definitely worth it. And playing a total of 12 attachable turn 1 energies is essentially the ideal number you want to try to hit in each and every deck in order to make sure that you get a turn 1 attachment, which obviously for this deck it is very crucial. However, you do have the metal saucers to compensate a little for that in case you miss an energy attachment, but they're primarily in there in order to help in case a SCIZOR VMAX gets KO'd early on or unexpectedly, and then we can fully power up to, a VMAX, or at least to a first attack, which only requires 2 energies out of the blue, along with powering up the Lucario Metal GX attack out of the blue, which can be a pretty important strategy. So yeah, pretty straightforward metal deck. Is this better than Combo Station? Perhaps, right? It doesn't seem like Combo Station is getting a ton of play in Japan at all, though I have seen the combo being utilized in other decks. I haven't seen it being used as straightforward with Station as it has been seeing a lot of play over here in the western side of the world. But yeah, that's gonna be the SCIZOR VMAX deck. I hope you are enjoying the extra pop-up animations and quirky animations and whatnot. I do have Salaman's VMAX scheduled for tomorrow, and after that we do have the CDI coming up, the probable anti-meta deck, and after that I will probably start updating older decks, see if any of the new cards actually benefit these Pokemon, and we'll keep on trucking with new decks in this format as long as I can keep up with it and as long as I have time for the animations and post-production, which I'm really enjoying. And let's see if we can fill out enough decks from now until the end of the month, when we'll finally get Darkness Ablaze on PTCGO. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, really helps out the channel, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.